Good morning to everyone. It's the 20th of March 2020, and I have decided to say a few words. I have been very busy recently, working very hard on my speeches. I'm quite happy. I don't think I will be recording the fifth part. I was considering making one to create a kind of time bridge between the present time and the 2001, when I wrote my MA thesis on Shakespeare. Life is a war as a metaphor defining the world of Othello. And somehow it would make a whole of this experience of the intervening years. But I really feel tired, so perhaps I will take some break and rest a bit. Of course, under the circumstances, talking about rest is quite absurd, for I have been deprived of the real rest as it used to be. But maybe I will busy myself with something lighter. I have decided to devote some of my time to Jane Austen, whom I appreciate in her own way quite as much as I appreciate romantics or Shakespeare. It is a totally different how to put it, experience, I would say. But then, I don't know, I have not read her letters yet, but I guess she did read some literature. So perhaps it is quite unfair to think of her as, well, Jane Austen is not Shakespeare, perhaps she is in a way. But generally, the area, the subjects seem to be of a lighter caliber, so to say. And that could be really uplifting and refreshing after so much hard work done. I'm very happy with the speeches, as I said. They take my queendom to a kind of stability in cognitive terms, I think. But there's more to it than that, because of course there's the spirit in the speeches. So the first one covering the Faculty of Fine Literature and Arts and the Faculty of Superb Education with the Honesty Paradigm. The second one, further faculties, the Faculty of Histories, the Faculty of Law, the Faculty of Natural and Supernatural Sciences, the Faculty of Health and Beauty, and the Faculty of Fine Arts, and of course the Faculty of Astronomy, Astrology, and the Extraterrestrial Night, together with the Faculty of Natural and Supernatural Sciences. The first speech dealing with the philosophy of our times, not quite emerging, quite present, I believe, even if perhaps not that familiar to all yet. After all, a lot has been going on in our lives, so people do not focus on philosophies, I guess. Transhumanism. And the fourth speech devoted to my analysis of the Smolensk catastrophe. On that day, I was to withdraw from the political life in the sense of commenting on it and following it. And it so happened that I went to Tesco, and then I learned that there was the catastrophe and all died. And that took my attention back to the life, to the political life in Poland. So I'm one of the victims of this catastrophe. I think we all Poles are actually, in more ways than we are aware of. And well, it is my conviction that the way one relates to this catastrophe as a citizen, as a person born to a country, belonging to a country, is quite important, because one needs to differentiate between the well, at that point this is really strong hostility and hatred. After all, I'm in the situation of this case, Project versus the Republic of Poland, not having been resolved justly. So there's the injustice going on, and instead of taking the steps, taking the remedial steps, and once the information went to the court of law, they have decided otherwise. So the injustice has been growing year after year, and now it's really critical. But then this is one should see and know the difference between this particular situation one has find oneself in, and the general attitude of the kind of attack on the homeland, motherland, when one was really part of it, and generally in the whole order of the world. So I'm really proud of myself, and I feel that my honesty is strong, spiritually very, very, very strong. So I can spend some time on reading Jane Austen. Perhaps I can finally learn some languages when I start learning Russian. Don't take it for my sudden turn of mind and support for communism. It also needs to be emphasized that there's a huge difference between learning the language and supporting the politics of today. So I would like to keep Russian independent with that. And maybe finally I will be able to focus on French more. Well, I see there are so many books around me, and there's still the words will have anniversary. So I see. But definitely I need to devote more attention to my inner peace, even under the extreme circumstances. And in the huge drama of the horror of life, of death, and of torture, of the inhuman that has been created for me, the injustice is overpowering, but I believe justice will come and the truth will prevail. Agnieszka is teacher the first semester.